You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. Bangladesh has launched a sweeping and violent crackdown on opposition parties to eliminate competition ahead of general elections, including arresting almost 10,000 activists. As well as thousands arrested, many from the key Bangladesh National Party, the BNP, a staggering number also faced charges. According to the BNP, about half of its 5 million members face politically motivated prosecution. Prisons are now at more than double their capacity, the rights group have said. Bangladesh has a general election on January the 7th, with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina eyeing her fourth consecutive term in power. The BNP and other parties have held mass protests calling on Hasina to quit power and let a neutral government run the polls. Demands the government have said are unconstitutional. Human Rights Watch (HRW) have now warned that Bangladesh authorities are carrying out mass arrests of political opposition in a clear attempt to quash the opposition and eliminate competition ahead of the general elections. HRW, who called it a violent autocratic crackdown, said at least 16 people have been killed since protests escalated in October, including 2 police officers. More than 5,500 people have been wounded. The police, who have not said how many people they have arrested, accused the opposition of torching nearly 290 vehicles, mostly buses, during nationwide strikes and transport blockades since October the 29th. Police said at least 6 people have been killed in the violence. HRW stated that it had found evidence that security forces are responsible for using excessive force, mass arbitrary arrests, enforced disappearances, torture and extrajudicial killings. The BNP on Sunday said at least 16,000 members had been arrested since October. They include most of its leadership, most notably the BNP's de facto chief Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. Prosecutors and lawyers said in the past 2 weeks at least 526 BNP officials and activists were convicted and sentenced, mostly in absentia, over what the party said were trumped-up charges. Thousands of BNP members have now gone into hiding. HRW concluded that credible elections could not be held under such conditions when the government stifles free expression and systematically incapacitates the opposition, critics and activists through arbitrary arrests, enforced disappearance, harassment and intimidation. You've been watching Satluj TV News. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below. Or indeed, drop us a direct message at satlujtv.com. We would love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.